The entertainment world has been shaken by the reported losses of several talented performers and beloved personalities in July 2026. From Hollywood blockbusters and award-winning dramas to independent cinema, music, television, and comedy, each of these individuals left behind a unique legacy that continues to influence audiences around the world. While some names have been confirmed through established obituary reports, others circulating online require further verification before they can be considered official. The careers of these artists remind us that behind every famous role, song, or television appearance was a lifetime of dedication, creativity, and passion. Sam Neill, the international star who became a cinema icon. Sam Neill was one of the most respected actors of his generation, a performer whose career crossed continents and genres for more than 5 decades. Born Nigel John Diarmaid Neill in Northern Ireland and raised in New Zealand, he became one of the country's most internationally recognized acting talents. Reports confirmed that Neill died on July 13, 2026, at the age of 78. His representative later confirmed that the cause of death was pneumonia. Although many audiences around the world will forever remember him as Dr. Alan Grant in Steven Spielberg's blockbuster Jurassic Park, Neill's career was far broader than one legendary role. He was an actor who constantly challenged himself, moving comfortably between science fiction, historical dramas, psychological thrillers, television series, and independent films. Neill first gained attention in Australian and New Zealand cinema during the 1970s and early 1980s. His breakthrough performances established him as a talented leading man capable of portraying complicated characters with intelligence and emotional depth. Films such as My Brilliant Career and Sleeping Dogs helped introduce him to international audiences and showed his ability to carry dramatic stories. One of his most acclaimed performances came in The Piano, Jane Campion's Oscar-winning 1993 drama. Playing Alastair Stewart opposite Holly Hunter, Neill delivered a restrained and complex performance that demonstrated his ability to portray emotionally difficult characters without relying on exaggerated expressions or traditional Hollywood heroism. However, Jurassic Park transformed him into a global superstar. As paleontologist Dr. Alan Grant, Neill became part of one of the most successful film franchises in history. His portrayal of a scientist forced to confront living dinosaurs helped make the character one of the most memorable figures in modern adventure cinema. Neill also appeared in major projects including The Hunt for Red October, Event Horizon, The Omen 3, The Final Conflict, Merlin, and Peaky Blinders. His television work introduced him to new generations of viewers, proving that his talent extended beyond the big screen. Away from acting, Neill was also known for his love of farming, winemaking, and his New Zealand vineyard, Two Paddocks. He became admired not only as an actor, but also as someone who embraced a quieter life outside the spotlight. His career represented versatility, longevity, and professionalism. Whether playing a heroic scientist, a troubled husband, a villain, or a historical figure, Sam Neill brought intelligence and humanity to every role. Glenn Hansard, the voice behind Once and an award-winning musical journey. Glenn Hansard was a musician, songwriter, and actor whose career proved that powerful storytelling could come from honesty, simplicity, and emotional connection. Reports stated that Hansard died on July 29, 2026, at the age of 56 following a motorcycle accident in Ireland. Born in Dublin, Hansard developed his musical identity on the streets as a busker before becoming one of Ireland's most respected modern artists. His early career began with the rock band The Frames, which became known for passionate live performances and deeply personal songwriting. Hansard gained wider international recognition through the 2007 musical film Once, where he starred alongside Markéta Irglova. The film became a global success because of its intimate storytelling and unforgettable soundtrack. The song Falling Slowly, written and performed by Hansard and Irglova, won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, marking one of the defining achievements of his career. The success of Once did not change Hansard's connection with audiences. He remained known for performing in small venues, connecting personally with fans, and continuing to create music with emotional honesty. His work with the Swell Season alongside Irglova produced internationally celebrated music, while his solo albums, including Rhythm and Repose and Didn't He Ramble, showed his continued growth as a songwriter. Beyond music, Hansard was respected for his humanitarian efforts. He supported charitable causes and used his platform to highlight homelessness and social issues, including involvement with Dublin's Big Busk fundraising events. For many fans, Glenn Hansard represented authenticity. He was not simply a performer chasing fame. He was an artist focused on connection, emotion, and the shared experience between musician and audience. Tom Chadbourne, a familiar face of British television. Tom Chadbourne was a British actor known for decades of television appearances and character performances. Reports circulating in July 2026 listed his passing at the age of 80, though confirmation from major obituary sources should be checked before considering all details final. Chadbourne built a long career appearing in some of Britain's most recognizable television productions. He became familiar to audiences through appearances in series such as Doctor Who and Game of Thrones, where his ability to bring authority and personality to supporting roles made him a dependable character actor. British television has always relied on performers like Chadbourne, actors who may not always be the central star, but who provide depth and realism to every production. His career reflected the importance of experienced performers who help create memorable worlds on screen. His contribution was built through consistency, professionalism, and a commitment to storytelling across many decades. Joanna Pettit, a career that reflected Hollywood's changing eras. Joanna Pettit was a British-Canadian actress who became known during Hollywood's classic television era. Reports of her death in July 2026 require confirmation from reliable obituary sources before being treated as official. Pettit rose to prominence during the 1960s, appearing in films and television programs during a period when Hollywood was undergoing major cultural changes. She worked alongside many famous performers and became recognized for her elegance, screen presence, and versatility. Her career included appearances in productions that reflected the changing landscape of American entertainment, from studio films to television dramas. Like many performers of her generation, she successfully transitioned between different forms of entertainment. Her legacy remains connected to the golden age of television and the performers who helped shape early modern screen entertainment. Scott Bryce, soap opera, recognition, and television legacy. Scott Bryce became best known to soap opera audiences for his work on As the World Turns, where he portrayed Craig Montgomery. Reports of his death in July 2026 require confirmation from reliable obituary sources. Soap operas depend on performers who can create long-running emotional connections with audiences, and Bryce was one of those actors. His portrayal of Craig Montgomery became a significant part of As the World Turns history. Throughout his career, Bryce demonstrated the skill required for daytime drama, where actors must develop characters over many years while handling complex storylines involving family, romance, betrayal, and redemption. If confirmed, his passing would mark the loss of a performer remembered especially by generations of daytime television fans. Peter Van Noorden, a character actor, remembered across film and stage. Peter Van Noorden was a performer associated with film and stage work, with reports circulating about his passing in July 2026 requiring confirmation from reliable obituary sources. Character actors often create some of the most memorable moments in entertainment, even when they are not the central focus of a story. Van Noorden's career represented the dedication of performers who contributed depth and personality to productions. His reported connection to films such as Police Academy 2 made him familiar to audiences who appreciated his supporting performances. Bill Oddie, a beloved television personality and conservation advocate. Reports mentioning Bill Oddie among July 2026 deaths require confirmation from reliable obituary sources. Oddie is widely known as a British broadcaster, comedian, writer, and wildlife presenter whose career changed the way audiences connected with nature programming. As a member of the comedy group The Goodies, he became famous for his unique style of humor before later becoming one of Britain's most recognizable wildlife advocates. Through programs such as The Really Wild Show and Springwatch, Oddie helped introduce millions of viewers to conservation, birds, and the natural world. His enthusiasm made wildlife television accessible to families and younger audiences. His career represented the power of entertainment combined with education, showing that television could both make people laugh and inspire them to protect the environment. The careers of these performers and artists show the many different ways people can leave a lasting mark. Sam Neill brought unforgettable characters to international cinema. Glenn Hansard transformed personal emotion into award-winning music. Television veterans like Tom Chadbourne, Scott Bryce, and others represented the dedication required to build lasting careers in entertainment. Whether through blockbuster films, intimate songs, television dramas, or comedy, their work became part of the memories of millions of people. As the entertainment world continues to remember these figures, their greatest achievements remain alive through the films, shows, and performances they left behind.